Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Veroosh, and we're taking a look at your magic and karma for the last two signs. So what I'm going to do is actually combine them into one reading. So we'll just do one after the other, and your extended, which is the karma version of the video, will be available on, what is it? Members only section later tonight. So I'll post the links to the karma video when it's ready. And the reason I'm posting it together is because I have like limited amount of posts a day or something. So we'll just go with that, okay? So first we have Sagittarius. Hey guys. So let's take a look at your energy. This is going to last until the end of November, and this is magic that's coming into your lives over the next 40 days. So what kind of things are coming in that are going to change, hopefully for the better, where your strengths are, that kind of stuff. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. So until it's your birthday, because at first half of this time is pre your birthday, and then the end bit is your birthday, those of you who are born in November. And so expect things to go slow, expect to want to be introspective, pull back a little bit, focus on yourself, focus on where you've been, you know, the regular kind of pre-birthday stuff. Think about how your month, your year has been until this point, and put away the things of the past and get prepared for a new beginning. Then we have the Change card, which is Scorpio energy. So you're embracing a whole new beginning. I really feel that for you guys. It's kind of true for everybody that, you know, one door closes, another door opens for their birthday, but particularly for you guys, I felt that very strongly this year. So I really think that the last year has been very consequential. A lot of things that happened in the year previous with Jupiter and Sag this year sort of rolled out, and there was a lot of outcomes from that. And so now you're moving past it. Jupiter is now moving into your third house, and so for the following year. And so I think that you're ready to let go of some of those kind of pushes of energy that have pushed you through and around. It's a good thing, but it's a lot to deal with. So enjoy this time to recollect, to get grounded, and consider, you know, where you are going and how things are developing. The best thing you can do is embrace change at this time. Below the surface, we have the Nine of Wands. So to me, it's like, again, the same thing. Pull back from your day-to-day life, focus on yourself, and, you know, you will naturally do this. You'll feel like other people, you'll feel more sensitive, so you'll feel like other people are just too much. I find I have a lot in my first house Sag, so sometimes I get to the point where I don't even know what to say. So I think that those kinds of feelings, when you're feeling that you need to detach, I'm an extrovert, I think, probably, right? And you guys, many of you guys are extroverts, although not all Sages are. And the thing is that when you're an extrovert, you still need to regroup, right? Because you do all this stuff here and there, and then you have to get back to center, get back to you. And I think this is a good time to that and get going on some new things. We'll look at that a little bit later. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. I think that there's a real like connection between you and others at this time, people who you have met or people who you've known for a while. There's a really good connection and this kind of, hey, I need you in my life. Like, it's beyond just fun and games. This is actually making me feel better. This is helping me, and this is helping me grow and do better as a person. And then the upcoming energy is the Six of Wands. And so that's your birthday cake. That's what's coming. And so you'll see how much you've been successful and how much you've achieved. And it's really going to be a big celebration for you guys. So you will be feeling a lot of celebration and joy, and it's going to feel really good. Like, it's going to feel like, yes, you got to some things that you've always wanted to achieve, And maybe there have been things that have come up that made you wonder about where you're at and how things are going for you. But I feel like overall, you'll feel that you've been successful, and that's a win. Okay. So that's important. So in summary, what I would say about this spread is that you're embracing change. I can't say it enough that opportunity for change is your thing that you're looking out for in the next 45 days or so. And then on a personal level, I think that you're putting the pieces together to take steps in new directions, but you don't have to go fast. And in fact, like I said, a lot of pullback is kind of necessary. The world's going to be wild for the next couple months, whether you believe in astrology or if you're just looking at politics and stuff. We know it's going to get very, very intense. And so be mindful of that energy. Okay, so here we go. We have Knight of Cups over here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Secondary transits in air, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Secondary transits in Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. And then we have the Nine of Swords. If you have kids, they may be fighting right now. And so they're just two different people. They can be boys or girls. And they're coming really at heads. And you really want the family to be together. And you don't really know how to make amends between each side. And so you may feel overwhelmed. And you may need some time to recollect and think about things. Some of you guys are actually dating two different people, and so you're trying to in some way figure out which one you want, or maybe a part of you is at odds with the person you're dating, and again, you're questioning whether there is harmony here, how to bring harmony. I think that you feel that you need someone on your side. You like having someone in your corner, but I feel also at the same time the way it's been going has been a little rough. Remember, I talked about this in the weekly reading for this week, so October 12th. You can look back in the videos for that. But basically, the energy is very intense over the next couple months, and that will affect you, and it will affect people around you. So take a step back, and if something feels like it's really extreme and people are at each other and the energy is really tough, just keep in mind that it might not be as bad as it seems, or it will get better when the transits get better. So people will be on edge right now because we have Lilith moving into Taurus. We have Mars retrograde. We have Jupiter and Saturn ending up in Aquarius. It's a big energy shift going on. There's Mercury retrograde, Mars retrograde. I don't remember which one I said first. So there's just a lot of things, personal planets going. Personal planets are things in from Jupiter. So like the way that we relate, things that are near and dear to us. And then we have outer planets that are governing like more themes in our life, right? That's how it works. So when those inner planets start shifting around and making different kinds of angles, and definitely Lilith also involved makes a change. It's like Salt Bay, adding a little salt on the wound. And so yeah, so it's gnarly. So not everybody's going to be able to handle it, and don't take it personally when they can't. So I would say that I see it happening, and I see your desire for things to be in agreement between you and others. Okay, so let's see friendship. So we have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in water. And then we have the Page of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And then we have a Leo card, the Strength card. So I feel like there's like there's someone who's more mature and more experienced, who has a much more matter-of-fact way about them. They may be any sign. And I feel like there's two younger people that are sort of around. There's a real tight-knit group here between three individuals, and two are younger, one is older, and I feel like two people are, well, especially the Page is really new, very young, very impressionable. The Strength card could be you, with a little bit more maturity, a little bit more experience. And the Queen of Swords is someone that you're coming up to, who you're interacting with, who has a lot of experience and has a lot of opinions. It's the person who sees through the BS, so you go to her with all your questions about life. because she can say, oh yeah, don't trust this situation, or you can trust this. So she has that experience and the ability to discern. So, you know, stick to your friends. They're going to do right by you. And it looks like on a personal level, a little bit of friction in the love department, possibly, or with your children, between your children, not you and your children. If anything, your children are fighting if you have kids. And then and then there could be also friction between you and a child, maybe, where you're trying to, maybe a child is trying to do something, or if you're dating someone, they're trying to, this is romance and children, it's a weird mix, but like maybe somebody's taking a course of action that is ill-favored. It's not a good direction, and you're trying to bring positivity into the situation. It's a real struggle to convince them that where they're going is not good. No bueno, right? Okay, so let's look at 8 over here. So we have the 6 of Swords. Okay, so moving on from a situation that has ended in the past, that's the Devil Capricorn energy. And then we have the 4 of Wands. You could be going back to the past with regard to someone who you lived with before. I feel like somebody might have you might visit someone and they may have a dependency, alcohol or drugs. I think that time will be spent in like good company and good faith, but I do feel like there's also a layer to this in which, you know, like you know what you're dealing with already, so you're not necessarily so open to, it'll be friendly, but it's not going to be the same as it was before. I also feel like there might be a desire to try to create like a loving environment and force the issue in a situation that has to do with like maybe not separation but distancing at this time. So don't force the issue. If you really want a relationship to work, it's going to work out of its own time. I think you're very, very deeply affected, by Lilith in Aries finishing her transit and Mars in Aries retrograde. And so I really feel on both fronts, stick to the good, you know, the people with whom you're flowing, the people with whom you're in harmony with, and stop banging your head against the wall with regard to people you can't win over, you can't convince otherwise. Just let it go and let those things happen, okay? And then we have the next card, Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And then we have the Hanged Man. I think you've opened up your heart, but you have to wait a little bit until everything irons itself out, and good things will come in for you. I think that tiding you over is really the energy here. You're tiding yourself over towards a new possibility, towards a new direction. I think you've grown into your feelings about things a lot more now, so I feel like you're much more at peace with who you are than you possibly have been. And probably these relationships, except if it's kids, but those other relationships that are sort of unstable mirror a time in your life when you were less stable emotionally or at peace with yourself. So it's all good. I feel like, yeah, just good outcome is assured. Go slow. You have good friends at your side. A lot of signs are getting this, like, stop focusing on the negative. Focus on the good around you, and there's a lot of good faith people around you giving you good vibes and good energy. And I feel like this is like a tight click, like a good understanding, a lot of trust between people. And I feel like, you know, it's just a very trustworthy energy. Okay, so why don't we take a look at some Lenormand cards for you guys? So we have the Bouquet as the first energy, and then we have the Ship. Okay, so I really think you should focus on this side, and really, these things are relevant, but you don't have to deal with them right now. I really feel like you should let people figure things out on their own. Trying to convince someone that what they're doing is wrong is not going to work out for you in your favor at this time. And I think that you'll waste time away from the positive things that bring positivity into your life or positive consequences. I feel like for you, this might actually lead to a trip or some kind of experience. You just have to be a little bit patient before it all comes in. These friends are going to bring in a lot of luck and positivity into your life. Then we have the fox in the center. And so I think that you have gone through kind of a formative year, like I said in the beginning. And so now you are more like a fox. You're smarter, you have more wisdom, you're more shrewd, and I think you're discerning, and you need to, these are new awarenesses, these are new learnings that you have come in to your own about. And so you're shrewd, you're smart, and you're shrewd. And so you're taking a look at things in the past and you're discerning about them. You're discerning like what the good from the bad. And you need peace with those thoughts to, when you have new ways of doing things, you need to practice them to make them habit. So fresh things are notoriously very, very vulnerable to falling apart unless you practice. So this separation, I see why it's here so strongly. It's been in a couple of your readings. This kind of isolate yourself a little bit and have some thoughts to yourself to really practice and reiterate the lessons that you're having so that you can go in a positive direction. Then we have choices, which is the paths card. Okay, and so I feel like you need to make some decisions about the way that you relate to other people. There's a big warning here not to pursue, not to push for a live-in relationship or a more serious relationship than naturally it's coming of its own volition. So if you really want a boyfriend or a girlfriend, don't really press the issue at this time. Like, you shouldn't do that in general, but especially now, it can lead you into bad places. So don't go on ambition right now in terms of home and like trying to force relationships. Go where the good energy is. You're not going to get far convincing people at this time. And then we have the clouds. Things, I do feel like everything's going to work out. So don't touch it. Don't muck around with it. It's going to have a positive outcome. So just in time, things will work out. Spend your time where the good energy is and wait for the time when the things that are problematic have an ability to work themselves out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. If you guys want, go into the description and you'll find my karma reading for your sign. That's going to be later, so you might have to wait until tomorrow morning for members only. So, but thank you for watching. I hope this was inspiring. I hope it gave you perspective on where magic is in your life. It's in your friends and it's in your ability to wait. If you're pushing energy onto other people, and especially where that energy is not giving, it's not going to go far, and you're going to end up in situations that you don't want to be in. So, you know, just relax. You'll do fine. Okay? So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so now, last but not least, hi guys, we're going to talk to Capricorn. Hey girl, hey. Let's take a look at your energy for the next little while. It's getting really like, I'm filming at night, and so when it gets really blue in here like that, then that's fake lighting, you know? And it's going to change in the next couple days. I was just finishing these, and I want to do your North Node video, so maybe I'll do those tomorrow. So, surprise, surprise. It's just, I have to rebuild the whole thing because the way that I did it, it's no longer relevant. Like it is, but it has a big part of it was to do with the spring. So I'll give you and Leo will get special readings. So hopefully that'll make up for it. Okay, so core energy for Capricorn. So this is your magic reading. Watch the beginning if you haven't, to find out what's going on. This is your magic reading. Your karma reading is in the description. Your center energy is the Four of Wands. So it's like happy as a clam at home, you know? You don't have to like happy in your element, happy at home, cozying in, getting comfortable. You know, it's a recharge and like relax, you know, get good with yourself over the next couple months. We have the Ace of Wands. I think a really big beginning is happening for you as Jupiter and Saturn move out of Capricorn. So that will happen for you guys at the end of beginning of December, okay? I think first Jupiter, then Saturn, but they're going to be at 0 degrees Aquarius on your cusp on December 19th. So they're both moving through at that time. And at right before then, end of November with the eclipses, beginning of December, I think there's an eclipse on the 14th of December and one at the end of November. Those eclipses are going to bring in a whole whack of stuff, a whole whack of energy that you should be aware of, okay? And yeah. And so below the surface, we have the Two of Swords. Look at this red energy around you. A lot of force, a lot of energy. Peace with someone or something. I feel as though there's peace within your mind with regard to something. You're eliminating obstacles and you're eliminating things that are distracting you, and so now you have more ability to focus on the things that you need to focus on. And maybe this is a reason why you need to be at home so much, is to not take on any more energy, not to take on other people's karma, opinions. You need to focus on this new beginning and really put a lot of thought behind it, because it's going to be a big leap forward, the only one you're going to get in your lifetime. So you know, it's very benefic when the big planets leave your sign. It's a very big shift, and you're getting two at the same time after like this phenomenally complex transit that happened over the last couple of years. So it's just special. So get out of it as much as you can, and don't waste your energy on superfluous and like other people and things. We have strength. Leo might be around you at this time, but somebody's giving you a lot of love. And it comes up and again for you guys. There's someone giving you love. There's someone giving you courage, just like very, very accepting energy, very affirmative. It might be all sorts of different people, but it's probably the same person. I get the same signature every single time I read for you guys. It's like, it's the same kind of feeling. It feels the same way. It feels like love and passion, and like it's just very altruistic, and someone who truly believes in you, Capricorn. Okay. And then we have the Two of Cups, Venus and Cancer. That's opposite to your sign. Very happy. If you've been in a conflict with someone, it's going to get resolved, Capricorn. I think like both people really want things to harmonize and things to work out. So you might feel as though things are not working, but a little bit of downtime, a little bit of connection. There's something that you truly want. These are very love-oriented cards. So there could be a big step forward in terms of love for you at this time. And I think that in general, you're going to be very loving. Like you know, when you put in a lot of work and then you get to enjoy the outcome, I feel like that's what this is about. Okay, so why don't we take a look a little bit deeper, and I'm going to use the Dreaming Way Tarot. So we have the Six of Swords. Somebody's leaving a situation, Page of Cups, somebody new coming in, and the Four of Wands again. So home is very important for you. This is an Aries card, so Aries energy is strong. I feel like this will come through for you in multiple relationships. One of the relationships I feel is that someone is leaving, somebody's going somewhere else, and before they leave, literally or figuratively, you are going to make peace with that person. So there's going to be peace that you form with this person and make right to a situation that you feel was not right, that didn't work out the way you want. So there's altruism here. And finally, both people can be at peace with regard to this situation. So that's another layer to this, yes? And then we have the Six of Swords moving on, Page of Cups, a new beginning. With your kids, it's going to be a very sweet time if you have kids. Very warm-hearted. This is also turning your back on the world and focusing on what's important, be it children and just a good home life and like a good connection, a good vibe. Okay, let's take a look at over here. We have the Five of Swords. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords, which represents that there could be a conflict that needs resolution with regard to your friends or with regard to how people see you at this time. We have the Two of Wands. Okay, So you've been thinking about this. It's almost like you didn't get a chance to address something fully, and you didn't get a chance to fully speak to it yet. And so therefore, it's kind of bothering you that you really want to have a conversation about that. And I think you'll get the opportunity to. I'm not sure when, though. And then we have the seven. Yeah, so there's definitely a misunderstanding that needs clarity, maybe between you and friends. Something was said in haste and then like misconstrued. This needs to be resolved. You feel bad about it. You don't want that to be persistent in any way. And so I feel like you're eager to address it, and you have the ability to. You have such a nice disposition for the next couple months. It's like this isn't just you in love. This is just you being sweet and very approachable, which for Capricorn is a soft spot, because many of you are like, the stereotype is that you're not approachable, and I don't believe that's true. And so but you struggle with that stigma. I'm a Virgo. We're the most stigmatized sign, I think, probably, right? We're probably, besides Scorpio. Scorpios are super stigmatized too. But like, your sweetness and your just general demeanor is going to be so over the top that it's going to be hard for anybody to derive the idea that they're, that they're, it's going to be hard for anybody to derive the idea that you're cold or harsh. And so therefore, communication with friends might turn into like a very opportune time to talk to someone and get past their defense mechanisms and talk about what's going on and work some stuff out. You have the Three of Pentacles here. This is concerning kind of working with other people. Somebody's encouraging you to work with them or try again with work with them. And we have the Nine of Cups. There's a real opportunity with working with others. It might not fully develop for a while, but you're going to hear about it. So you'll receive information or inspiration from somebody who's bringing you in work opportunities, saying, hey, Capricorn, come work with me. Or you have a business with them already, and they're once again saying, hey, come work with me. This would be a really good idea if we try. Or there's a real opportunity here. Why don't you, I really trust you. That kind of talk is going on. So it's a personal connection with someone, and they're reaching out to you because they like you and because they feel like they want to bring in something for you. Maybe you've done something nice for them in the past, and so now they're coming back with good energy. Okay, so here we go. We have the Emperor, which is Aries. This is you. So you've gotten to the position you want to be in by now, or you're getting there over the next couple months. You're really hunkered down. You've earned, listen, I mean, we all want to be president. Not all of us, but I mean, many of us have, there's dreams that not in a million lifetimes we achieve. And then there's judge it by your own standard, what I'm saying. You've achieved a standard for yourself by whatever privileges or whatever things are within your reach that you were able to achieve. And so, yeah, and so I feel like you've achieved that, and I feel like you've worked really hard for it. So congratulations. So for some people, it's to buy a used car is the achievement. For other people, it's to buy a house, a brand new house. You can't compare yourself to other people and say, I failed because I didn't buy a new house. Because for you, maybe buying the car was an achievement. So this, whatever goal, and maybe it wasn't this isn't a purchase thing. This is a be thing. So you've become, or you've achieved, or you've become the emperor of your domain. So whatever part is important for you, you've achieved that, and that's a great thing. So you have this strong energy, King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Very clear discernment. You've been around an air sign a lot, maybe a Sag, but a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. And so I feel like this person has influenced you. You've talked a lot about life, and they got your head straight about things. So it's like someone who you can have a very candid conversation with. And then you have the Four of Pentacles. I think you're reserved. You would have been very much like this, spreading your energy far and wide. And I think somebody toned you down in a conversation out of love, giving you love, giving you positive intention. They got you to stay away from being sloppy and wasting your time, and you have a very clear view of what you want in your life at this time and what will lead to happiness. So stick to that. Clarity and friendship, that's all I see is a really thing that you need to do, but that's in your favor too. I think that you'll resolve that. Okay, so here's 5 Lenormand cards, and then I'll go. So we have the tree. So a long-standing friendship between you and someone else. It might be romantic, but it feels like someone you can rely on. It could be also a family member, but just you know where your allies are at. You really, really know, and you feel it at this time. And then we have the fish. Success in work, thriving, being happy. I sense contentment for wherever you've reached or whatever you have achieved. And then we have the letter at the center, which is a lot to do with communication. It has a lot to do with information coming in, and that's that 4 of Wands. You want everything. A lot of people are getting this kind of vibe. You want things to sort of not work themselves out, but kind of mediate to the level that you can sit by, appreciate, and negotiate them. Okay, so it's like you're waiting for the information to come in so that it puts clarity to the things you're dealing with. So sit tight and let those things come in for you so you can make your decisions. Because if you're running around doing a ton of different things, it'll be very hard for you to fit room for another thing or this or that. So get still and wait for your green light and then go. And the green light comes in the form of communication, insight, information. Scythe. Okay, so somebody is free from their relationship. Look, the heart. So somebody's free from their relationship and they're going to be much more present in your life. So, and then we have the stork, which is a change in direction. So there was a change in direction in their relationship, and now they're changing direction towards you. Someone who you really like, somebody who's going to have your back. They're coming in, bringing very positive energy. That might be the person to do with this job or work situation. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. This was super fun. And I'm going to do the karma reading for you guys in the description. So if you want to check that out, if you're a member, it'll be available when the link is there, the reading's ready. And that might take me till tomorrow morning. So members, just hold on tight. I'm actually going to post like a update for all members for all the readings with a list in your communities tab. So hold on tight for that. And thank you for watching. I hope you guys had a nice night, and I hope that you look forward to the next month. Okay, talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.